We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Brandon Lau, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this. Yonny Chirinos is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Here now is Rafael Devers, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First delivery to him on the way. Chirinos is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
The 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Comes set with the 0-1.
No, that's low.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Set to deliver the 0-1. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what, and this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll take a look at ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Dero. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Question.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Boston nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Eduardo Rodriguez, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitches. A lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball. 93 to 96 miles an hour. A good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately. 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Benintendi coming up, but this will land untouched. Here comes another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Still even at 2-2. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, number 8.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
And that misses 1-1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Renfroe is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ranging back is Bradley. On the warning track, he makes the catch. At the plate, Austin Meadows. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for Tampa. We are still scoreless. So here's Michael Chavis now, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. But for all his success at the plate, his average over the last 10 isn't above the Mendoza line even. Perhaps a slight cause for concern.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now. It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting seven, the right fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Settling in now, Alex Verdugo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. And he takes ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. The bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Standing in, Christian Vasquez. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing the baseball.
And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Ji-Man Choi.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Pitch on the way. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Willie Adames. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he's 0 for 8. Bottom of the second here with no score. Count even now at 1-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Rodriguez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The 2-1 home.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Yandy Diaz is on deck. One out, nobody on. And the count will be full. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 2 out, nobody on. That misses. 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now. Joey Wendell would be next. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Left center, base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Joey Wendell digs in now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Diaz leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. At the start of the day's action, they come in having issued the fewest walks in the league, while carrying around the best overall ERA as well. Talking with one coach earlier, he told me how much pride their pitchers take in attacking the zone. He said they all have dynamic stuff, and they have a lot of confidence that if they're just throwing a lot of strikes, the velocity, movement, and deception of their pitches will take care of the rest. Guys, it's a staff that will come right after you, but they don't think you can hit it either.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch coming. Here it is. Jackie Bradley Jr. is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. In his career, Bradley is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. As mentioned earlier, he's put together one of the league's top batting average, although his pace has slowed ever so slightly in recent games, south of 300 in his last 10.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now, but if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again, and when he does, watch out.
Now batting, third baseman, Raphael Devers.
Raphael Devers the next to bat, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One 0 count. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Now
Digging in to try it again, J.D. Martinez. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope, that's a ball. Yeah.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. As we mentioned, he's been one of the league's best with the bat, but his recent results have been a little uncharacteristic. Nothing too serious, but over the last 10 games, he has seen some of his least productive at-bats for him. And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Red Sox leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Kevin Smith will be next as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
the catcher, Kevin Smith.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's down.
The 1-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Now batting, number 8.
Now at the plate, Brandon Lau. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. He's running. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So a chance here to perhaps get on the board for the first time as he's into scoring position on the stolen base. And as we check the Rays leaderboard, he currently finds himself second in that category. The 1-1.
Hey!
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
One out and a runner on second base. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away.
The left fielder, number
Stepping
11,
in and ready for another shot, Hunter Renfroe. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 2-0.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground out to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. So the leadoff man retired, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Now the pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor, and we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Next for the Red Sox.
So now to the plate, Michael Chavis, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In now, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Vasquez playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 9th round pick during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
So here now is Jackie Bradley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Now 1-0 Boston. Bottom of the inning now, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat.
For the Rays, the right fielder, Austin.
Here comes the first pitch.
Meadows. Hey!
One ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's there and records the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. 1 out here in the Tampa Bay 4th, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Popped him up. Moreland shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter,
At the plate, Willie Adames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit in the air to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're down 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi.
First delivery to him on the way. In there at the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes a cold strike 2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Stepping in, Rafael Devers. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now that.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Again, a 1-2. 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Margot will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. In now, Yandy Diaz. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now here's the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he sends it on the ground to first. Moreland is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Kevin Smith. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Verdugo's on the move. He can't get there as it falls in.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Margot. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
At the plate, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Lau has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Rays strand a pair. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Here's the first pitch to him. A 1 pitch on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
0-2, here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
At the plate now, Mitch Moreland, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a one-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box now, Michael Chavis. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. In for strike 2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit hard down the left field line.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that is intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Aaron Luke will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. To the plate now, Christian Vasquez.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, pulled toward right center field. Margot is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2, the Rays nothing. Up next for the Rays, Hunter Renfroe, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Driven nicely into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, the tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Ji-Man Choi. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Devers in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And right into the shift. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here it comes. 2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They trail things here 2-0. Into the box, Andrew Benintendi, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Standing in now, Rafael Devers, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
Ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
No one out with a runner at second. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Ready for another chance? J.D. Martinez hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
No balls and a strike to count. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Martinez has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and that's home run number 48 on the year. As the Red Sox open it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The batter, number 2. Short.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Bogart.
Fouled off. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And this is a strike 3 call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
In now, Mitch Moreland. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Renfroe will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-0 Boston. Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike 1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Bradley comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Verdugo is there. 2 down. Now at the plate, Joey Wendell. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to the right side. Moreland's there, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Colin Poche has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Colin Poche.
So striding forward now, Michael Chavis. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First offering on its way. Poche, a native Texan. He was taken in the 14th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Alex Verdugo, and he fouls this one off. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 0-1. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Smith waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that?
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Kevin Smith.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. That average at 291 to start the day. 17 home runs and 59 RBIs. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Skied into straightaway right. Verdugo waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Now batting, Manuel Margot. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he is out on the tag.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
So now to the plate, Brandon Lau, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 42 on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Matt Barnes is called upon with 2 out in the 8th as he's asked to complete a 4-out save.
Matt Barnes. The left fielder, number 11, Hunter.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Rays draw closer. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Now batter, right fielder.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 1-0. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Devers has got it, and that wraps up the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. The Red Sox 4, the Rays 2.
Your attention, please. This change for the Rays. Now catching, number 10, Mike Zunino.
Now in the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Inside, ball 1.
Bradley waits on the 1-1. Fastball just inside. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
He's set. Here it comes. Andrew Benintendi stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Nobody out, runner on first. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Nothing in the Boston 9th. Last chance for the Rays. They remain down by a count of 4-2. Digging in once again, Ji-Man Choi, 0-for-3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Barnes, playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Devers has a play. 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Stepping in now, Willie Adames.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Verdugo is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Third baseman number 2.
Striding into the box, Yandy Diaz. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4 out save. Job well done.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Boston Red Sox took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Eduardo Rodriguez pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. Matt Barnes records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 34th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.